Huh? Sorry. That was great. I got distracted for a half a second because I needed to stop it. It was nothing but screams. I didn't mean to hit the go button. I'm Amanda. That's Janae. And we are Girls Go Books Deep. I literally meant to like click it and then just do a funny thing, and then the second I thought it was gonna do the whole na 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 na, whatever, but it didn't. It was just immediate like screams, and my face was just like this for half a second. Got distracted because I'm dumbass. Sorry. It just immediately launched into it. Let's critique the bowels.
No, it looks like CGI.
It does? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the detailing right in here, definitely in this.
Interesting.
Wow, it does look like it's been just like laid on top of it. Now that you mention it, yeah. As a still shot, you can tell. And plus, it's like such a brighter red than this.
Yeah.
And like it looks like there's light hitting it from this angle, but there's no
light everywhere.
Yeah. First second of the third episode, just the second she stops screaming, pause it where the person's like dragging and the guts are laying out, and just like take a hard look at that.
Y'all could have done that.
I mean,
whatever.
It's just a second.
They didn't think we would notice, but we did. We see it. I caught it. I caught you.
Have you gotten any further in the book?
I stopped at I finished chapter 3, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I want to finish the book, but the way it seems like the book is going versus the way the show is going, I don't think I'm gonna catch up enough to be like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like, yes and no. I also like mine's like totally paused because my earphones stopped working, and that's how I was usually listening to it. And now I've been dealing with. I bought a pair. They suck ass. Had to return them. The whole thing. God. now I'm waiting to buy another pair. Like, I don't know. I'll get there. I promise. But I agree. It feels like you almost don't even need the book to watch it. I almost want to just watch the show and then come in here and just throw on the last episode and come in and talk about the show with the last episode or something while we go through it. Or you want to watch the episodes.
Wait, what?
Like, just watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. And then you're like, and then watch the last episode.
No,
I feel like I missed a part of what your brain was connecting. Yeah.
Like for us, when we come to sit down and present, we'll put on the last episode to then talk about the show and talk about the last episode.
After reading the book or after watching?
After watching the show, not the book.
Okay.
The book is just on pause for me.
Okay.
Random thought, sorry.
Was at this point the show whatever,
because like I was like, I went to go watch TV and I haven't watched TV in a minute except for this because I've been doing either work or we just got the PS5. That's what we've been doing. So it's either work, PS5, or Dylan. So I actually sat down last night to watch TV, and I almost was like, you know what? I'm just gonna blaze through this show real quick.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And I almost did it, but I didn't. I decided to go ahead and keep watching Lovecraft Country, and I got to like episode 5 or whatever. The episode where they're going through the Korean girl's life or whatever. And I kept like nodding off in that because it was like 12:30 at that point. Yeah. But
girl. Now you see why I wanted you to watch the show.
Yes, of course. No, absolutely. There's moments when you're like, okay, they're laying some shit on thick, but at the same time, I love it. Like, I can't disagree with anything on the fucking screen. But at the same, oh my God. the whole what's the seance bullshit
Yeah.
with the voodoo priestess that comes into the house. That whole episode.
Girl.
I was not going to sleep. You can't fall this shit. It's crazy. And if you're not crying by the end of that fucking episode, you don't have a fucking soul. Because I kept looking like, what's with the baby head? I didn't get that at first. I didn't get that one at first. Like, why is he walking around with baby head? Why? We'll get it that it's creepy or whatever, but like, and then all of a sudden you see what they really look like at the end, and you realize that's how that motherfucker saw them. And I was just like, oh my God.
The layers in that show.
Oh, like it just got you. If you're not crying by the end of that fucking episode, you're just like, oh no, she's not even related to any of these people, but she just cries. She's like, "You're not dead yet," and they all, oh my God, they all start crying. I'm like, oh yeah, oh my God, this show's so fucking good.
Yep. That's why I want to still watch it here to get your reaction.
No, girl, it's just like because Dan was asleep the minute I went in there, so it was just me watching this throughout the night by myself. It's just like, oh my God, this shit was crazy.
I just like coming in and I started watching the first episode. I just sat down there and Dan's like, what is going on? What is going on?
The first episode is wonderful. Like that to me, that is the marker of like a really great episode. Is it grabs the fuck out of you within the first 10 minutes, the first 5 minutes. Like shows like that. Like, I'm sorry, but like Sons of Anarchy was like that for me. It wasn't the first 10 minutes, but it was that first episode. The way they ended the first episode, if you weren't in it for the long haul, don't bother. Like, it was just like, if you weren't like afraid of Katie Seagal by the end of the first episode. Oh my God. Lost was like that. Lost had me by the end of the first episode.
I never watched Lost.
I know. I tell people don't bother. That some people have said, oh, I know how Game of Thrones ended, so I don't want to bother watching it. And I'm like, no.
No. That's the difference. That's the difference. There's a difference between knowing how it ended and then experiencing the show, understanding like the ending doesn't matter. It's not about the ending. It's about the process.
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm kind of like that with Lost, but Lost, like the last like 2 to 3 seasons is just like, if it had some crazy fucking amazing ending that made all that
worth it
nonsense make sense, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that sideways bullshit that they were doing, flash back, flash forward, flash sideways. What's this sideways bullshit? What's going on? No. Anyways, Mayfair Witches.
Episode number 3, because we are struggling to get through this show.
Right? This is it's raining outside. Let's just plow through this show.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
I need to say because like you don't like why are they taking her somewhere, but. Oh my god. Okay, so finally a cop is like, and you did what? Like,
Yeah. And then you saw the way she looked at her when she's like, I'm a doctor. She's like, sure. Oh, pause. This is going to get interesting. If the cop does not come back into this show ain't about it. Okay? Because she just told the lady, I ain't never seen this lady in my life. I don't know who this is. If she go run the report and realize that that is her daughter,
right,
bitch, you lying.
right.
So we don't see
Clearly.
the police.
But the thing is that from reading the book, you know that Carlotta is so connected around town and knows everybody and works for the mayor.
We don't know that in the show, though.
True.
That's
we don't know that
the
in
problem.
The show. Okay, then,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking terrified.
Yeah. So is he like free now since she's dead? Last year. He's able to roam where.
No.
I know that, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, he's able to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that has something to do with the mental state or the network or
I think that he's manipulated um, the idea that they control him if they have the necklace. I make you seem like you have power over me until I need to get what I want.
Exactly. And it's that same like the monkey story where like the monkeys keep hitting the monkeys even though they took the ladder away.
Yeah.
That shit where it's a whole line of people handing this fucking shit down. It's a modern age. Talk about generational curse shit.
Girl, stop it. You know what would be interesting?
The gloves fit so well to him that like from far away I thought he wasn't wearing gloves until they did the close up and then it's like, oh, he is wearing gloves. And then it's back again and I'm like,
is he wearing gloves?
And then okay.
Because they're like skin tight.
Yeah, they're skin
That's smart.
Skin tight.
Like, so people wouldn't like
it looks suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what you said. Like, I'm a little suspicious with a man with gloves on. But good job to whoever did the costuming.
Yeah.
Because you would never know.
Because the ribbing on the back of it even looks like if he were to have like really muscular hands, it looks like his veins or something. I'm like, damn, okay. Bravo to wardrobe.
Yeah. Hold on. I bet you regret going to New Orleans now. Y'all need a cricket sound effect.
Yeah, doesn't New Orleans have like a shit ton of cicadas?
Oh, you hear him. Yo, why he cute? Right?
Yeah, it's so funny.
I was just like, hold on, son.
Right. I was just literally thinking about like, is it only me? Like,
I know. Oh my God. Like, yeah. Like, where y'all find y'all people? Excuse me? What? sorry, but I don't trust y'all. Oh, I don't trust you. Why are you asking about a necklace? Why? What is? Mm-mm.
Yeah, which is that Nancy?
Why? See?
Hmm. So he haunts the whole family unless he's bound to a specific person.
All right. I get glows for every outfit.
Register.
So we not gonna tell this girl that that wasn't her mom. That was actually her cousin. Like I get that she's going through a lot, but homie doesn't have to do anything that he's doing.
Right? Like good
So
luck.
the fuck.
But people lash out when they're like, how much sleep has she gotten, by the way? Like literally.
Hmm.
Why the hell would you ask someone who the hell are you when they're walking into the house that you
Don't live in? Yeah.
She clearly is either like in a relationship or related to them in some way. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck is your problem, bitch? You're being way too nice to me, man. I would have been like, yes, and walked the fuck away. I would have been like, yeah, what the hell? Oh,
Like he literally told you not to leave and your ass leaving.
I literally just saw this. I thought you were talking about the show with the cricket sound
Mm-mm.
effect.
Why I feel like she getting poisoned. Oh, you. Oh no. No. You know better than that. Come on.
Very arsenic and old. You remember that play?
Mm-mm.
What footage?
The footage from the elevator.
Mm.
I see why.
Static. Interesting.
Well, it's because most people think, that it's like, so yeah, they really want to, like, yeah, it's a celebration. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going.
Oh,
I know, right? Wouldn't mind going to funerals. Mm. Mm.
Ah, there it is. Oh my god.
That's bad.
Oh,
I don't like it. All the dead people in the cemetery are waking up to party with them.
if he says
That was a lovely transition. That would have been the perfect opportunity to explain why she has so much pull around the town. They're just because they're Mayfairs.
this is going to my people who never read the books.
Right.
Like this is why you like to people who read the books, yes, more explaining whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not like it slows the story down.
It doesn't. That could have been the perfect opportunity right there. It is. Walking around with such
I'm sorry,
It's
you don't
gross.
find that suspicious?
No, she's all whacked out on this fruity juice that they gave her.
I'm like, any actual dude be like, hey, let's go over here. Like, it's a conversation. No, a bitch just disappeared and like,
What the hell? He just comes out as her mom now. That's fucked.
I can kind of agree with that. Don't you dare say him.
Creepy looking when she smiles.
First of all, how would
He just dropped her off on the side of the street when she wasn't playing along anymore. Right back at the police though.
Yep. Yeah, he kept the flyer.
Of course he did. He just handed him a beautiful piece of information. It's shit like this. I like that word. I like that word. What? Which? Archaic. I like the word. So that wasn't his sister? When she came and then the building came on fire and she left and she went her opposite way, like, was that even him?
No, he couldn't get into the building. That's why he set the alarm off.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's interesting. So what? Hold on. What the hell?
That the alarm was the reason to get them to go outside.
So what was the point of them doing what they did when she came in? What the fuck was that? They came in and pouring stuff, and the guy did the whooshing thing. What was that? What was that? We're in episode 3 and y'all failed miserably.
It's not giving the same energy as the other, as I interview with the vampire.
I listened to the first episode of the podcast because you know how they did the podcast. I was like, we saw the first episode. Let me listen to the first episode. Yeah, they didn't really. I don't know what they're doing.
I felt like they have a lot of potential with this show.
Both shows are not connected in the way that I thought they would be because they have separate writers. But I feel like they still should have. It should have been like a team, and like your team A, B, C, and you're doing this show, this show.
Yeah.
But they still should all intertwine. It was not like that.
That's a big mistake.
And it's like the downside of like the whole like wanting women to, you know, be writers, directors, or whatever. Like, yes, I want that. But it's like, this is also why I know why so many people don't want that, is because of shows like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're putting too much emphasis on on
this stuff, and
it's not about that though.
Yeah, it's like what's wrong with her getting married to the guy that like she helped?
Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Exactly. Like, this isn't about feminism. This is about her story.
Actually, in my opinion, it's even better because in the book they meet, they like each other like instant. It's like chemistry, almost instantly. But you know what I'm saying?
No, because
she saves him on the boat.
Yeah.
He goes on the boat. I want to feel the boat. I want to get the sense of what the fuck, you know, whatever. And then they just like each other. They can't help it. And they end up fucking. And then of course, while he's touching things like in her house, he can tell how many men have been in her house and shit, you know? And he's like, oh, okay. All right. I'm not exactly the first dude you brought home. He doesn't say a fucking word to her though. Never says a word because who fucking cares?
Exactly.
It literally is not a thing until like a chapter or so later when they're having a conversation. He's like, look, I don't want to be like, oh, we just lived together and now, oh, come to fucking New Orleans with me. I know I'm not the first guy who had a hair. I know that we are not like this thing, but I can't like ignore the fact that we have this. And I really want you to come with me, you know, that kind of thing. But you're not, and that's cool. And she's like, frankly, I don't think you should go. I think you should stay. But if you want to go, you can go. And he ends up going, you know what I'm saying? Without her, and she doesn't go. And I'm like, if anything, that's way better.
Yeah.
Show them having a fucking adult relationship where no one is fucking like ridiculous.
No one is right and no one is wrong. It's just the situation.
Yes.
And it's okay to have those situations.
Yes.
Yes.
Show a dude being a dude and not be butthurt because he's not the only dick she's ever sucked. You know what I'm saying? And show her being a woman and being into him and not immediately flipping shit when he wants to go do something and it doesn't involve her. Like, fucking A. I was like, why can't we have stories like that? They just jam. And she's like, frankly, I know that when you leave, you're just going to get drunk when you leave. You know, like you need flawed people who work together well because that's what happens in the world. You know, like, I don't know, like, why? I don't hate this.
But this ain't it.
Yeah. It's not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, okay. Didn't he just say the three of them? That's what I mean. There's little things in the continuity.
Oh, the old lady. Because it would have been the old lady, him, and then his mom, her mom. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I know we just assumed the two because that was the different people. But
right. Well, yeah, I know him is him.
Yeah. Like this is the part, well, not necessarily the part I was getting to where she was like going to see him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that would be interesting to see on screen, but it's never on screen.
Yeah.
Like the whole battle of like, do I go? Do I not go? Seeing him on TV and the interviews and stuff like
yeah, he's like getting famous and shit, and he doesn't want to be famous. Which is why he's so fucking like turning into an alcoholic because he doesn't want to leave his house because nobody leaves him alone.
Right.
What was that? What was that? Because the whole point of them touching before was the fact that she saved Michael's life. And they want to touch so that because he like was dead for a minute
and he's trying to remember
things. And
so
remember
that's why
what
he's trying to
the
go
message
and find
that
her.
was given to him when he was dead, and when she brings him back, all that information goes bye bye. And can you imagine? So that's all he wants to do is just go and see her and like touch her or touch the boat or touch something so that he can maybe get that back. So like them touching hands is but like what?
Why?
But what? Like you took the whole storyline away. See, this is how I thought we were gonna be with Interview with the Vampire. When we originally were gonna like go on the first episode and like tear it to shreds, and then we ended up fucking loving it.
Oh my God.
And now they're gonna start charging me 94 cents. I'm not paying for this fucking show.
No, the show's not that fucking... What? IMDb 6.3 lies. Oh
and
my
that's
God.
a shame because again, like I really want her. Like I wanted this to be really good. I really wanted this to be very good.
No, it's not. Yep. Oh my God. All right. We're just going to end this episode and try to get through as many episodes. But we could do one more episode and hope for the best.
Okay. Again, but I don't like how are we gonna watch it? Because this is gonna charge me if I'm gonna fucking watch it.
Let me see. Do I have the
AMC Plus?
AMC Plus on my Amazon? We're gonna take a break.